Shalom to everyone. Today we're learning Zera Shimshon, Parashat Chukat, red calf, para aduma. And this week's Zera Shimshon is being sponsored with a great barbecue by 5 best sponsors of Shara Eliyahu. Everyone is the best sponsor of Shara Eliyahu. Today we want to say Mazal Tov to Mavasha family and our best friend Yaron Ben Rachamim Mavasha. Thank you, Mr. Mavasha, for sponsoring Zera Shimshon today. This child should become big Tamid Chacham. We should all dance on his bar mitzvah and on his wedding, Be'ezrat Hashem. Second sponsor for today's shiur is Mr. Nisan Yadgarov. Today is already 10 months how his father-in-law passed away. Leilu Nishmat Bechor Baris Ben Dor Ruach Hashem Tenichenu B'Gan Eden. That person, he was big tzaddik, Nisan Yadgarov's father-in-law. When I was giving shiur past 20, 18, 19 years ago, 15, 16 years ago in Bet Gabriel, he would sit always on my left side on the shiur, and he would always learn Torah. Never he said, or never he came late to the shiurim. He was always, I love you, Torah. His place should be in Gan Eden. It should be Melitz Yeshar for all of us. Amen. Sponsor number 3 is today Mr. Gabriel Cohen. Сегодня первый год. Gabriel Cohen, a cousin. Avi Cohen ben Nekadam. Покинул Эдмир в Израиле. Очень молодой, ему было 50-51 год. Что вместе было в Ган Эдене, и Hashem, что послал его сестре Наоми бат Некадам. Sponsor number 4 today is Mr. Arthur Pinchasov. Today is his grandfather's yahrzeit. Mr. Misha, I believe Misha Ben Zulaicho. Ben Sarah, Ruach Hashem Tenichenu B'Gan Eden. And the 5th sponsor for today's event is, I'm very sorry to say, I'm broken to say this, it's my student's father, Mr. Elazar Shaulov. Elazar Shaulov, and his son's yahrzeit. Today is 3 years ago. His son passed away, 20 years old. He was my bar mitzvah student and student in the class. Very sad. Moshe Shaulov, he was riding on a bike, and he didn't see that the car is coming on the other side, and he got hit by a car. He was like 2 years in coma and then passed away 3 years ago. Ruach Hashem Tenichenu B'Gan Eden. We should always have happy news and happy occasions. Everyone, I'm looking at everyone. Thank you for living what you're doing today and coming to the shiur. It's a big thing. It's a big support to me, to Shara Eliyahu, and to the neshama of Zera Shimshon. And I'm sure he's going to pray to Hashem as he promised in his sefer to make great big miracles. This sefer today, more than 15 speakers sending shiurim on YouTube. What do you want, Doctor? What do you want? You want a drink? Drink? No. No. You want a bread? Bread? Hila is here. Okay, letter Yud Bet. Please look inside. It's very important Zera Shimshon today. Let's go. Gemara Brachot Perek Hey. Why person is purification? Because he sinned. Person sins, he becomes impure, and he needs purification. So Gemara brings a beautiful story to say, person never gets punished in this world unless he sinned. So let's look inside what sin does and who we are. When we sin, we do by purpose or by accident. Let's see the depth, how Zera Shimshon learned this sugya in depth. Berachot Perek Hey. Gemara Brachot chapter 5. What is that? My bread.
It's a good phone.
On the phone. Later. Maaseh b'makom echad. It was a story story took place in one place. Shaya bo arud. There was a terrible snake. Vaya mazik et abriot. This snake would bite and kill people. Ba'u v'odiu Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa. They came and they said to Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa, Rabbi Chanina, on that street there's a wild snake. Bites and kills people. Amar lahem haruni et choro. Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa said, show me its hole. Where is the hole of this snake? Where it comes out? Where is this house? They showed him. He came, he put his heel on the hole of the snake. The snake came out and bit him. Umeta arud. Usually, other people got bitten by a snake, they died. In this case, snake came out from its hole and it died. It bit Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa, and the snake died. Midrash says, the rule of this snake is, who will come first to the water? If snake goes to the water first, person dies. If person goes to the water first, snake dies. So Rabbi Chanina turned around. Hashem made him open miracle. A rock turned to a water. So he went, he put his leg, and snake came out and died. So then, Amar lahem, Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa said to his students, Re'u, she'en arud memit, ela ached memit. He said, look, my students, the snake doesn't kill, the sin kills. Vehiksha Marsha, comes Marsha, the great Marsha is asking a deep question. He says, Eich samach alanes b'makom d'shchiach ezeka. How did Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa depend himself on a miracle? When there is a danger, when there is danger, you don't depend on miracles. If they say this bridge is shaky, don't walk, don't say I'm going to say Shema, say I'm going to pass through. You're not Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa. Don't do that. Don't say I'm going to say Shema, say I'm going to go through. It says danger, don't walk. I'm going to make it through. Not true. They say it, don't walk there. Vechen, hikshu mefarshim acherim. Other rabbis, they asking, how can Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa depend on the miracle? You're not allowed to depend on the miracles. Miracle doesn't happen every day. So that is the question. Ula aniyut dati, comes Zera Shimshon and says, on my humble opinion, Nire de enzo kushia. He says, really? That's not even a question. Why? Share derech HaKadosh Baruch Hu la'asot latzadikim, not only nes betoch nes. Hashem does for tzadikim miracle in the miracle. Not only one miracle Hashem does for tzadikim. Hashem does miracle in the miracle. Can you imagine you wake up in the morning? You're so tired, you didn't sleep good. Your pillow is problem, your mattress is problem, your neighbor is problem, they're making construction over there, you couldn't sleep. You wake up, you're exhausted, so I'm tired, and you still get up with tefillin, you're tzaddik. Hashem makes for tzaddikim miracle in the miracle. The ksheoseh lahem nes, when Hashem makes miracle to a tzaddik, Nes echad, yesh lahem livtoach gam al nes sheni. They could depend, they could still have trust. Hashem will make them a second miracle. Kmo Davidu Mordechai. Over there, Mishnah quotes 4 people. Here, David and Mordechai. Over there it says Yaakov Avinu and Moshe Rabbeinu also. Hashem said to Moshe Rabbeinu, he didn't listen. Hashem said to Yaakov Avinu, he didn't listen. Hashem said to David HaMelech, he listened. And Hashem, he accepted, and Hashem said to Mordechai also accepted. How it happened? By David HaMelech it says, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Let's go. By David HaMelech it says, Gam et ha'ari, Hashem says thank you. Even though I killed a lion, David HaMelech killed a lion. Gam et ador hika avdecha. Even a bear your servant killed. But he says, I'm not worried. Hashem, since you give me these 2 to kill, anytime from now on, anytime the problem comes to Jewish nation, I'll be able to destroy the enemy. Look at this. He says, Hashem, till today you made me miracle. I know you're going to make me miracle from now on also. That means depending in Hashem. Second, Mordechai HaTzadik. It says, Uvachol yom vayom Mordechai mitalech al sha'ar HaMelech. Right? Every day, Mordechai coming to the gate. Saying what? He's saying, Hashem, I know there's going to be one Rasha coming up on Jewish nation to destroy them, but I know Esther will save them. Why? Because you making Hashem always miracle in the miracle. And what was the first miracle? Mordechai was coming to see every day if someone made a black magic on Esther and confused her brain. And he saw it didn't happen. He says, since this didn't happen, there's something more happening that is not going to happen. Means what? If one enemy will get up on Jewish nation, Hashem will wash them away. Because of her merit. Now let's go further. What happened now? Gemara says, Gemara Baba Mitzia. Tell me one thing, honestly, who's stronger, bear or goat? Huh? Guys, today answering this question should not be hard. I would appreciate if somebody would keep me one of those pieces. I would take one.
That's one over here.
One for Mr. Baruch Abraham also. Please. Which one's mine? Right. This? Rabbi Akilov gives the bracha. What are you talking about? I mean, no, yours or no. Who's stronger? Whoa, these guys tzaddikim, listen, they know Gemara's left and right, these kids. Why are they here? They should be teaching me. It says in Gemara Bab Mitzia. Thank you. Kuf Vav Amud Aleph. Gemara Bab Mitzia, guys. Page 106a. Hol shematzinu de ezei de Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa. Goats of Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa havu metayen dubi bekarnaihu. The who, take him, don't be shy. Hillel. He's also smart. The who, Nisa Rabba. The goat of Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa. Go. Here. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. Take him outside. Don't take him upstairs. Take him outside. Let him walk around a little bit. Now let's speak business, guys. The goats of Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa were goring and poked the bears with their horns. Mishum hachi samach atzmo af al nezeh mishum shaya ra'u lekach. He depended on this miracle because he was worthy for this. Guys, 1 second. Why Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa was depending on this miracle? Huh? Guys, talk to me. Why Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa depended on the miracle? He left his goats on the open.
What do you think? The way he got the goats in the beginning.
Huh?
He got the goats in the beginning.
Tell me what took place first? The goats or the leg that he put by the snake?
I think the snake.
Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa bought goats. He left them outside, came bear. His goats poked the bear. He saw, he said, wow, Hashem made me one miracle. I'm waiting for the second one. Week later, students came and they said, Rabbi, there's a snake killing people. Said, you know what? I'll go put my leg there. How do you know there's going to be a miracle? You're not allowed to depend on the miracle. Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa is different. Why? Because it said, since Hashem did to me last week, the first miracle with my goat, now Hashem is making me second miracle with the snake. Then he put his leg on. So what do you see from here? If Hashem makes you one miracle, you could depend on the second one. Now let's go further. אבל קשה הקשה. דמה הייתה כוונתו במה שאמר, ראו שאין הערות ממדי לאחד ממית. If so, why Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa said to students, see, snakes don't kill. Who kills? Thank you. Why does he have to say this to the students? What message is he teaching here? V'alo mikram alehu. Im yeshucha nachash b'lo lachash. You know, it says open pasuk. Can snake bite you without whisper from Hashem? Do you know snakes don't bite in this world until they get whispering from Hashem? Hashem says, hey, go bite this guy. Go bite this guy. Snake don't bite anyone until Hashem gives permission. My father used to say, scorpion bites you, you show to everyone. Snake bites you, you hide from everyone. Why? Because that it's a sign that it comes from Hashem. You don't want to show yourself with Hashem in public. Never person hides it.
Rabbi, but why he went to...
Put on with mute.
I did.
Huh?
Why did he go to a dangerous place? You're not allowed to go.
Who? Rabbi Hanina ben Dosa. Because week before, what happened to him? Hashem saved his goats. He didn't know it's going to happen. Hashem saved his goats, yeah. Now we could depend on miracle. Why? Once Hashem makes one miracle, you're allowed to depend on the second one. So let's go further. אם ישוך הנחש בלא לחש, דהיינו שהנחש אינו נושך אלא למי שנגזר עליו מלמעלה. Snake bites only if person has decree from above. ואם כן, מה הוסיף בזה? If so, what it comes to add here? ועוד שלפי דבריו שאין הערוד ממית, מה הצורך היה שימות הערוד? הלא היה די שלא ינשכנו. If so, white snake should die then. You know what? Rabbi Hanina ben Dosa is a big tzaddik. Snake shouldn't bite him. Snake bites him, snake dies. Why snake should die? Just don't bite him, that's all, finished. Why Hashem made snake bite and die? Oh, ויש לומר, דאם יקרא, דאם ישוך הנחש, if this would be that snake bites, ואיתה במדרש רש פרשת אמור, שאומר, הנחש, אפשר דאנה עבד כלום, אלא אם מתמר. Mitomar limin alyuta atkan leshono. Snake says, really, I could do something? I cannot do nothing. Only Hashem tells me to do, then I do, says the snake. Hayu yicholim Yisrael lomar. If snake don't bite until Hashem tells him, then what Jewish nation could say? Kshem she hanachash noshech, the way the snake bites. Kshe omrim lo min hashamayim. We say what? Snake bit you, it's a message from Hashem. Kach yetzer hara shebanu noshech banu lefi shekach umanuto. We say, Hashem, you know, snake bites because you tell him to do. Yetzer hara bites us to sin. That's his job. You tell him to do that. If so, I'm not guilty here. Anytime I sin, that's not my fault. Hashem, Yetzer hara bites me. Yes, let me Emmanuel.
Is there any special scene that snake bites?
Huh?
Is there any special scene that snakes...
One thing you should know for life. Hashem said to snake, because you spoke Lashon Hara to Chava about me, you will be walking all your life, tasting food and will be giving you taste of dust. Hashem says, anyone speaks Lashon Hara, snake will bite him.
But so does that mean the rabbi spoke Lashon Hara?
When I say snake bite, doesn't mean snake bite. Snake kills him. Or bites him with he has to go to procedure, surgery. But Rabbi Hanina ben Dosa, snake beat him. Because he was pure and holy, snake died. It says like this in Gemara. Gemara finishes in the page 33. Gemara finishes. Oy va'avoy! If snake bites a person, oy va'avoy to the snake if snake bit Rabbi Hanina ben Dosa. This is how Gemara goes there. It's deep stuff over there. Rabbi Hanina ben Dosa opened fire. Fire of Torah. Snake. No, snake. No. Here is snake. No. Snake. Snake is a snake here. Ubishvil ze nivra. Yetzer hara was created to make me sin, and he made me sin. What's my fault? That's not my fault, Hashem. Yetzer bites me. V'kach amru lo min hashamayim. And they told him from Shamayim to do that to me. V'me'at anu k'mo anusim. Therefore, I'm not doing by purpose. I'm doing by accident my sins. I'm anus. I say anus in English. No. I say anus.
In Chinese.
For exceptional.
No, there's a word. I'll remember. Huh? Innocent. Anus. Okay, innocent. I'm innocent. I didn't do by purpose. I did by accident. He beat me.
Unintentional.
No. Okay, we'll see. Guys, last piece, Zera Shimshon. I want to tell you, I don't say this usually, but I'll tell you a big secret. The secret is very simple. If month of Iyar and Sivan is months of ears, Tammuz and Av are months of eyes. This is where the most protection of the eyes of the summertime comes to us. Hashem said, Jewish nation, you didn't fix your eyes then, therefore you 2 months crying. Tammuz, 17 of Tammuz and Tisha B'Av. This is why we cry for Beit HaMikdash. But each one of us, by fixing our eyes, we could fix the whole Klal Israel. Somebody told me, Rabbi, why eye is such a big sin? If person watches what not supposed to be watches, tries to see what's not appropriate to see, because person's eye is Gimatria, Ayin. Ayin, 70. Yud is 10, 80. Nun is 50, 130. If you take one Hashem's name, will be what? Yud Kevauke 26 times 5, 130. 2 eyes, 5. 10 times Hashem's name you have. So when person looks at the Torah, he puts holiness in the 10 names of Hashem. God forbid person looks somewhere wrong, he ruins 10 names of Hashem. Can you imagine? So therefore, every minute when you walk in the street, you don't look what you're not supposed to be looking. You're putting Kiddusha on the 10 names of Hashem. One big rabbi, when I was a student in yeshiva, one big rabbi told me, that moment when you could see something and you don't see, say stop. Hashem, give me my reward. Help me to understand piece of Gemara. Help me to be successful in the business. You could say here. Why? Hashem says anytime person holds himself back from sin, you could ask from Hashem, huh?
You're going against nature.
That's not against nature. You're going against Tum'ah. And it says, Kol makom sheyesh geder erva, sham teheh kedusha. Anytime you put fence for erva, for sin, you right away get holiness, kedusha, and you can ask from Hashem anything. Yes?
Last week on Monday, there was a lecture in the school residence with Rav Yaakov Mizrahi. It was for the Rosh Hashanah of this boy.
Yes.
And,
Chaim Hillel ben Rivka.
yeah. And the rabbi said, we are waiting for the Mashiach, right? Who has to bring Mashiach? Eliyahu Navi, right?
Yes.
So what's Eliyahu Navi's real name? Pinchas, right? So Pinchas and Eliyahu Gematria together is
230, 260, yes.
260, right? Because 208 plus 52. So if you do 260, it's a gematria of 2 times ayin.
Very
He's
good.
like, if you keep your eyes tahor, he's like, it's going to bring Eliyahu Navi, which is going to bring Mashiach.
100, perfect. Amazing. Should I say something more on this?
Yes.
Huh? It's not going to ruin the story? You ready? You have seatbelts on, guys? Okay. When Moshe Rabbeinu said to Jewish people, Moshe Rabbeinu was debating with Hashem for 7 days. Hashem said, Moshe, go! Tell 2 people I'm sending. Moshe Rabbeinu said, no, they're not going to listen to me. 7 days debate. Why Moshe Rabbeinu says no? And when Moshe Rabbeinu comes, Hashem says, don't worry. Kisar lirot. Sar is 260. Samech 60, Resh is 200, 260. Moshe Rabbeinu comes, tells the Jewish people, guys, don't worry. Hashem said, Ehyeh, Hashem, Ehyeh. What's Ehyeh? Ehyeh is 21. Hashem gives 10 makot. Each one is 21 names of Hashem. So it's going to be 210. So we were 210. come out. They're not going to believe to me. Why? Because we have to be here to 60. 10 times name of Hashem Yud Kei Vav Kei. And it's missing 50 years. Hashem said, no, don't worry. That 50 years of hard labor, I'm going to turn to 50 days. 50 days of preparation to Kabbalat Torah. Therefore, we count 50 days of Omer. What's the proof that years turn to days? Give me the Sidur. Shuva Adonai Matay. How do we say Shuva? Sabeinu. Unanam nismecha bechol. Samchenu. Stop. Carefully. Samchenu. Kimot initanu. We are happy like the days of our sufferings, shenot, years. 1 second, we're talking about days or years? We're talking about days or years? It says the years of suffering will be turning to the days of happiness. Samechenu, what's samechenu? Happiness. We're happy. We'll be happy. Kimot initanu, like the days of our torture of the years. Shenot, of the years of the torture, becomes happiness of the days. Shenot la'inu la'ah. Therefore, 50 years of suffering turn to 50 days of preparation for Kabbalat Torah. Each day that they were waiting to get the Torah, really they should have been suffering 1 more year in Egypt. For each day. That is 260. 210 and 50 days to Kabbalat Torah, 260. Very good. Nice chidushim. Guys, let's finish up. We're almost done.
Rabbi, the meeting and then a few minutes.
Yeah, we're also done in a few minutes. אבל עכשיו, שאנו רואים שזה הערוץ שבא שם כדי להזיק הבריות, but now since we see that the snake coming to damage people, דשמע מינה ששלחו אותו שם מן השמיים, comes out, the snake was sent from שמיים, והלך נמי לישוך לרבי חנינא בן דוסא עצמו. This chutzpan snake comes to bite רבי חנינא בן דוסא himself. ולא די שלא עשה לו שום נזק, not only he didn't do any damage to him, אלא אדרבה, מת הערוץ, the snake died himself. שמע מינה comes out, שאף היצרה נושך את האדם, יצרה that bites person, כדי להחטיאו, in order to make him a sin. אין ממש בנשיכה זו. There is no ממשות, there is no something to grab on when Yeshuot bites a person. אלא האדם יכול להינצל ממנו להורגו. Person could come out and save himself from Yeshuot and kill the Yeshuot. כמו שמצינו בדוד. As David HaMelech, you want to tell me somebody killed Yeshuot? Yes. Who killed this Yeshuot? David HaMelech. Do you know one day David HaMelech was not ruled by Yeshuot? This is why we read this Tehillim. He's holy, huh? Let's see. What David HaMelech said, וליבי חלל בקרבי, and my neshama means my Yeshuot is a hole inside me. My Yeshuot is dead inside me. ואמרו ז"ל, שדוד הורגו ליצרה, and Chachamim say, where? ירושלמי ברכות פרק ט' הלכה ה', David HaMelech killed his own יצרה, ואחרי אמרינן בפרק כמה דקידושין, and this is what it's saying about קידושין, first chapter, דף למד עמוד ב', 30b, ואם אתה רוצה, אתה תמשול בו. If you want, you'll be ruling your Yeshuot, and not the opposite. Hashem should help us to rule over our Yeshuot. Guys, we're not starting out of it now. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen, amen.